notice, if they're wearing an ID or they're in dress code, they never get quiet. Put them in a basketball uniform, they never talk. Now, I don't know if that's the same, but it's like we could be in dress code and wear an ID and talk all the time in the classroom and in the hallways and everything. Put them on a basketball court, no one talks. It's hard to get that. I don't know. And I got to assume that for all athletes, it's the same way. And so what we really put an emphasis on is we talk all the time. You've got to pack on defense. What we mean is you got to point and talk. Everybody knows who I'm looking at right now, right? Doesn't that feel weird? Right, point and talk. Right? Right? I'm going to tell you right now who I'm guarding. Everybody knows right now. I'm not saying a word. Everybody knows who we have, right? Because here's what happens. You get into a gym with acoustics like this, and all the stuff's going on, and we're going crazy. It's hard to hear sometimes. And coaches say you got to talk, but sometimes we don't hear things. But we know I got him. We know I got her. I'm guarding you. You know who I got, right? Because we point and talk. And that's a huge emphasis. We emphasize pointing and talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly a good defensive drill that we use. And this is really good because number one, I know this. The utilization of space and trying to get as many kids involved. When you've got 20, 25 kids in a gym with one or two coaches, it's hard to keep kids engaged and involved in what's happening. And I think this is a really good drill that helps with that. And it really kind of also emphasizes some of the things that Coach Cross was talking about. All right? Here's what I need. I need 10 people. But it can't be any of the 5 that just got on the floor. I need 10 new volunteers. Come on. You got your cap. Coach Trader, come on, man. You're big time on defense. I know you're good at this. I know it's like you're not so like angry because you got called. I'm not going to volunteer, right? Come on down. All right. This is a very, very good drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 4 more. Come on. Come on out. This is right here. Come on out. Come on. I know you can be on out there. All right. So here's what we got. Now, this is a really, really good drill, and again, it's an emphasis on pointing and talking and communicating. It does help a little bit with conditioning, but it keeps as many players involved as possible. All right, so what you need 5 of you to go to the baseline and spread out. 1 right there, spread out on the baseline. You need 5 of you lined up right in this area right here, right about the corner of the ball. You got 5 to 5. Right, now, we call this 5-on-4 transition, but again, it's a good point and talk drill. All right, first start at the top of the team, we're lined up. And what's going to happen is we're going to make a pass. And once we make that pass, remember, you're lined up with, if the ball is thrown to the person which you are lined up, you want the ball to touch the baseline. Okay? So now, as soon as that ball is passed, these 5 players are moving down the floor. This player is moving up the court, they've got to touch the baseline. These 5 are going this way. Now hang on real quick. And now what we're doing is now we're immediately into a 5-on-4 transition. And here's the emphasis. This is where Pat comes into play. First person back to the basket. Okay, it can be any player. You want it, you got it, you point and say, I got basket. Alright? Next person is going to point and pick up the ball. I got the ball. Now, here it is. Now what we're doing is the next 2 defenders are simply rotating to the nearest person to the ball. Point, we're hustling back. Right now. Stop it the whole time. So now here's what's happening. We're pointing and talking. We've matched up to the ball, the basket, and the people closest to the ball. We've got 1 defender covering the basket. We got another person hustling back. So right now as we go, once we sprint back, now is where we point and talk. Who you want? All right, you got it right there, so now you know who you have right there. Okay? Notice, you never really, I don't know if you guys hear him talk or heard him say anything, but I guarantee everybody in the stands knew who he had because he did this. That's it. Point and talk. That is a huge emphasis. Right? And then we play 5-on-5 from right there. The idea is to try and get in a transition, get down and score. Okay? But what we want to do is be able to stop that in a 5-on-4 situation if everybody matching up, all right? And so what we'll do is we'll keep it the same way. Offense stays on offense, defense stays on defense. You play the possession, you blow the whistle, right? All right, so ball's here. All right, so if you're on defense, when you get on the baseline right now, you guys will be on offense. 5 people that are on offense, you guys are going to line up. Same emphasis right here. And again, as a coach, you can throw to whoever you want, but it's point and talk time. Point and talk, right? So, guys, it's going to be made right here. Now, all of a sudden, immediately we go. So, we're going to touch base on who's got ball. Who wants ball? Who wants ball? Who's got the ball? There we go, right there. Very good. Match them up. Good. Good. Right here, we hold them up. Alright, so again, the idea, the emphasis. Who's got basket? That's top priority. Coach Price talked about that. Who's got ball? You got to immediately identify who's got the basket, who's got the ball. We'll go one more time and wrap it up right here. Well, you switch them. Yeah, and then you can rotate them in, you can rotate your players in, you can keep it the same way, like when they start, the guys are going to stay on offense. They may be on offense, down in the offensive game. So we're working with a group size of defense. But you can switch this up however you want. You can rotate however you want. All right, so one last time, here we go. So what you got is, whoever it goes to, okay, you got it in baseline. You're going to have 5 people talking. Someone saying, I got basket. Someone immediately saying, I got ball. Everybody matches up. All right, here we go. I got basket. Thank you guys very much. Now, but that's really good drill. Again, here's the point of emphasis. Defensive communication, the ability to talk. And I don't know, man, if your players are really good at talking, I'd love to know how you can get that done. Because that's something that we really struggle with all the time. So now we put an emphasis on pointing. Okay? Now, if you don't talk or what have you, everybody knows what's going on. Point and talk. This is a good drill that emphasizes coaches' philosophies, adds to that, but then allows the emphasis of communication and making sure that you match up. All right? That's all I got. Thank you all very much.